A traveler was walking along the side of the road, hitchhiking on a dark night in the middle of a thunderstorm. Time passed slowly, and no cars went by. It was raining so hard, he could barely see his hand in front of his face. Suddenly, he saw a car approaching, moving slowly and appearing ghost-like in the rain. It slowly and silently crept toward him and stopped. Wanting a ride very badly, the guy jumped into the car and closed the door. Only then did he realize that there was nobody behind the wheel and no sound of the engine to be heard over the rain. Again, the car crept slowly forward, and the guy was terrified, too scared to think of jumping out and running. The guy saw that the car was approaching a sharp curve, and still too scared to jump out, he started to pray and beg for his life. He was certain the ghost car would go off the road and into the river, and he would surely drown. But just before the curve, a shadowy figure peered at the driver's window, and a hand reached in and turned the steering wheel, guiding the car safely around the bend. Then, just as silently, the hand disappeared through the window, and the hitchhiker was alone again. Paralyzed with fear, the guy watched the hand reappear every time they reached a curve. Finally, the guy, frightened nearly to death, had all he could take and jumped out of the car and ran through the storm to the nearby town. Wet and in shock, he went into a lighted tavern and, with voice quavering, ordered a drink. And then, shaken, he told everybody about his supernatural experience. A silence came over those listening, and everybody got goosebumps. They realized the guy was sober and was telling the truth, and the sounds of the storm continued outside. About a half hour later, two guys walked into the bar, and one says to the other, "Look, Billy Bob, there's that idiot that rode in our car while we was pushing it in the rain."